I played the Rams.
Here we go.
He gave me the fourth, but then I guess he was like, never mind.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot.
Them boys about
what
to
he's
score.
going to need here down the stretch this late in the season,
Ohio
big
State
closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness.
Them boys about to score.
Let's say 200 plus.
And now look at him go. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers
the Bears beat the fuck out of that man, though.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You said who?
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I posted it, don't worry about it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I need to go buy one.
First down, Seattle.
I just got paid today, so I just got, but you know, I don't.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's
I just don't feel like calling the timeout.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
You know what's crazy? At least run that shit.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On the Seahawks 47-yard line.
They'll be giving me like the same plays and these suggestions.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now.
I tried them. I still tried
Here
them.
and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next
I didn't think he was going to ride it all the way. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was going to lay up off of him.
Last time it led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Penny, the first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Who, me?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, I can do that.
An extra DB for the 49ers now.
That nigga pick his play quick as fuck, bro.
The 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I hope he passing it because I damn sure playing the pass.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
Dog, they never stay down. Like, I don't understand.
Anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that.
Who was his other receiver?
Number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now Rashad Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Ooh, which one? I couldn't even see the thing, bro.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
We don't want Bobby Wagner to hit me. What you mean change it to community? How you change it to community?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Coleman.
Come on, you gotta shake Robertson, bro. Or whatever number that is. Whoever that is.
2nd and 9.
11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
Guy, you can't even do no
2
harder
runs
than
in a
him.
row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here we go. Like 20. I hope you brought your rush because I'm about to take you to school.
What, no huddle?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires
Come
one,
on, bro.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
I be hitting the PS button too much.
Only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd
That shit ever
and 7.
happen to you, bro, when you hit the middle button?
Partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the run, it's Penny. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Right. 380. 54 miles. Hey. Here we go again.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Wilson dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's checking. He's going 4 down, 4 down.
On third down, Wilson, and Jennings has it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first.
This nigga listens to Maya.
Down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
They'll be using that motherfucker.
Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now it's Penny. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
13-0.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
13-0.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us.
Neither one of these niggas got enough for that motherfucking LSU shit.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at
I knew
the 4-yard line.
I knew them boys was real when they took Georgia all up and through there. That's when I knew them boys was real.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
Come
Totally.
on.
I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Who? Justin Fields? He said Chase.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached intermission here.
That's a pass interference.
Game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
But he took us to the national championship his freshman year.
It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 30.
Bro, this nigga caught that shit inbound.
He's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Nah, challenge that shit. Can't even challenge it.
First down, Seattle.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. And they're able to swarm him behind the line.
That shit was over quick.
Night continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Throwing is Wilson.
Bro, why they ain't let me catch?
It's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, and he's got it.
This nigga DK is like so hard to stop, bro. Oh my God.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So that means Tootsie's going to be on swole tonight.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
This nigga must got unfakeable.
In the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now.
Is on Showtime?
Sent away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off.
And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
36 pounds. Good job right there. Get
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Bro, all he's doing is out route.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Why this nigga running? Why this nigga got 2 clock on? Yeah.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. An incomplete
what am I
pass on that
spamming?
last play, and that means they'll
The fuck
need
is
to
he
come up
talking
with
about?
something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
Wow, they gave the man an animation, bruh.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Don't really matter.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
All right, that's a decent game.
Oh, he ain't mean to have that on, bro. You ain't had that shit on all game. Shut up.
I wonder what the mindset is of his
Get
team.
your ass
Do they
up.
want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, when you start thinking,
I don't understand how Alexander get caught by fucking Penny.
I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right
Jair.
now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
Yeah, Jair, how the fuck you say that nigga
looking at
name?
a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
I don't know who the fuck that is. No boy named Marcus on my team.
Into the end zone, he was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
No boy named
Credit the
Marcus on my
defense,
team.
bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Hybrid.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
Boy, nigga trying to run the clock out. He ain't slick, bro. He had that shit on.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Yeah, he was running the ball.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
I want man up the slide
and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
Why the fuck he go away
6
over
yards
that?
the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, let's go. 14. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game,
I'm trying to secure
that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll start
MVP.
out on the ground with Coleman.
Coleman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback
I hate
with
that he
some
caught it like
experience
that.
and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming
I don't
from,
understand. Like, this
secondary
nigga here
target.
is horrible.
Really nice game.
Now a 2nd down
I'm up for
throw
possession,
for
catching the
end
ball, and this
zone, but
nigga
it's
still jumping in the
incomplete.
air. Glad this nigga hit me. Fuck, nigga, go straight
An
to the
incomplete
field.
pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Now I'm turning on shoot clock.
Got
Fuck,
what he
nigga.
needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough
Only thing that
yards.
can save him is Bobby.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game
I
moves
can't break
along?
none of this nigga like
Just as good here in the fourth as it
open
was
field
way back in
tackle,
the
bro.
first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this
I'm trying to
rate.
score.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he
I was
goes.
going straight to T.Y.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting
That
strong.
boy Trevor got his eyes ate up on that play.